Konnichiwa, Ian des. Let's learn some English. So today we're looking at the telephone and words around the phone. So if you're old, you probably recognise this as a phone. We'd call this a landline phone because it goes through the line on the land. This type of phone we would call a mobile phone. They're a little bit different. In today's world, most people have these and they would just call it a phone. But many people still have these, especially in the office or in the house. People still have good old phones. And when you pick one of these up, there's a noise. And that noise is called the dial tone. And I can't even remember what it sounds like because I have not picked up one of these phones in many years. I've only got a mobile phone. And to phone someone, you need a phone number. So a landline will have a phone number and a mobile phone will have a phone number. So you might ask, what's your number? What's your mobile number? What's your landline number? Just what's your phone number? And if you've got a mobile phone, you probably have a phone case, which is a protective case to keep your phone safe. Do you have a phone case? I don't. It broke. It fell apart. So my phone is not being protected. But you might have a screen protector. So it's like a clear sticker you put on and it helps avoid scratches. I do have one of these and it's very good because my phone has taken a lot of scratches and this has kept it safe. So what kind of phone do you have? Do you have a landline? One of these old types? Do you have a mobile? Is it like this one? This one's a Nokia. Or do you have iPhone or Samsung? You've probably got one of those two. They're the two big ones. I have an iPhone. So tell me, what have you got? What type of phone have you got? I think my computer is having a hard time. It's connected to my phone and the camera seems to be a bit slow, but what can we do? So if you've got a mobile, you probably have a charger. Plug it in and you charge the battery up. There's the logo for battery. In the olden mobile phones, you could take the battery out, but now it's all sealed inside. But that's okay. You can still charge it up with your charger, and when it's full, you're good to go. Another important part of your phone is your signal, phone signal. This is not a problem with these because they go through a wire, so it's always perfect. Well, unless the cable falls down and breaks, but these are usually very reliable. When you're out and about, you'll need a signal. You might have to hold it up like this and wave it around. And the stronger the signal, the better you can hear. So this person here has got no signal. They're trying to hold it up to the radio mask. And of course, phones now have the internet, so you can connect to Wi-Fi. You might be watching this video on Wi-Fi. I know I watch a lot of videos on my phone. So is your phone connected to Wi-Fi? If you're not using Wi-Fi, you will need a SIM card. And on the SIM card is your phone number, as well as your data plan. So whoever you buy your phone from, I don't really know any Japanese phone companies, so tell me which ones are good when I visit. Where should I buy a SIM card? Here you can have two different types. One that's pay as you go. So you give them some money and they put some text messages and internet and calls on, and you just use them, and when it runs out you got to pay again. And the other type is you sign a contract and they say each month we'll give you whatever it is, and you pay that every month, usually for 2 or 3 years, and you get the phone as part of that deal. So that's called a phone contract, or you can have pay as you go. I've got a contract, but I can't remember how much data I get. I don't think it's a lot, so I use a lot of Wi-Fi, and then I can use all the internet I want. You'll also need to lock your phone, not with a lock and key, but you just press the button on the top, or is it the side? You press the button and it locks, and nobody can get in. Well, you need to have a password. Do you have a password? Sometimes it's called a passcode, sometimes a password. Passcode makes more sense because it's a number code. It's not really a word. You're typing in numbers. Numbers aren't words. Either way, you gotta type it in and unlock your phone. So don't tell anyone the number. But some phones are pretty fancy. You can use your thumb and unlock, or you can use your face. I've got the thumb, but not the Face ID. It's a bit futuristic. Maybe you can try this. Put someone else's face and see if you can get in. I don't know if that works. And to type the passcode, you have to use the keypad. So on the older phones, it was a physical keypad you would press, whereas now it's all touchscreen. But do you remember these? You'd have to text. I'm very interested to know how that worked for Japanese phones. Did you have to type the English version to get the hiragana? Ooh, I need to ask someone about that. Because I know the keyboard on the touchscreens is a little bit different. But that's what an English one looks like anyway, if you've not seen it before. And then phones vibrate, and you can feel it in your pocket. I turned it off because it's annoying. So my phone does not vibrate. Your phone can also have a ringtone. 20 years ago we used to be really obsessed with this, and we would have different songs and different music, whereas now we're not really bothered, and we just go for ring 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 ring, or the default noise. This is another thing I've turned off. I don't care, don't want to hear it, so I have no vibrate, no sound. So don't try and phone me. I probably will not see it, because I won't hear it, I won't feel it shaking. Do you have a ringtone that you like, or do you just have the ring 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 ring? So when this is a phone call, in the old phones, it just went ring 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 ring, and you had to pick it up. Nowadays, it comes up on the screen, and you can see who it is. Here we've got Sandra Brown. Do you know her? Shall we answer or decline? I don't know Sandra, so she's getting declined. No thank you. I get a lot of these. Somebody got my phone number, and I get all these scam calls. That's why I turn the sound off and the vibrate off. I don't want to speak to these people. And when we're talking about ringtone, we can talk about the volume. So here it's quite low, and here it's off, mute. When it's completely off, it's called mute. So my phone is on mute. Don't want any sound. How loud is your phone? Do you have your phone on mute? or do you have it 100%? And because we've got smartphones now, mobile phones, digital phones, whatever you want to call them, they have notifications, which is all the things that pop up on the screen. Maybe you got a notification for this video. If you click the little bell icon, you will. But these, I turned these off as well. I don't like them. Because they're just constant. So, yeah, my phone is silent, no vibrate, no notifications. Really, I don't use my phone a lot. Do you get a lot of notifications? Maybe you get emails. I do check the emails every morning. See who's bothering me. See what spam emails I'm getting. Who's asking for my money. So you go, this person's got 12 emails. Or maybe you send a text message. Back and forth, speaking to your friends. Sometimes it's blue, sometimes it's green. I can't remember what the difference is. One of them's a text message and one of them's iMessage. If you have an iPhone. I don't know what Android, what colour theirs is, but this one is green and grey. It's a text message. Or if you're more friendly, you can FaceTime. So that's a video call. So I'm kind of FaceTiming you now kind of thing. Because I'm looking at my phone. But I can see myself. You're not there. But I'll pretend you are. And of course, I'm using a camera for the FaceTime. Also for this video. So that's the camera right there. Cameras are pretty good these days. They're 4K and everything, so phone cameras are impressive. You can take pictures and videos. And if you've got a smartphone, you're probably going to have all sorts of different apps. What kind of apps do you have? This person has Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. What's that one? That one's the business one. I can't remember what it's called. You do business stuff. Someone remind me. That one's WhatsApp. I don't know what any of those middle ones are. Or that one. But maybe some of the apps you have are their games. Do you play any games? They used to be very popular, but not anymore. I don't think people really play them. There's Duolingo. Do you use that to learn English? Is it any good? I use it. It's not very good for Japanese, but it's kind of fun. So what was I saying? Yes, games. Do you play any games? What about using your torch? I do that all the time. Every night I'm using my torch to see where things are. Very, very useful app. Another very, very useful app is the Maps. I think I use Google Maps, but there's Apple Maps. Both are very good. Make sure I don't get lost. Do you use this in your car? I don't have a car, but I would use it. Also, you've got the alarm clock. I don't really use this anymore, but I used to. This person's going to wake up at 6 a.m. They've got one set for 6:02 to make sure they wake up. So, alarm clock is a good app, very useful. And you can also use it for music or podcasts. I do this a lot, listen to a lot of music, a lot of podcasts. Also just watching YouTube videos. Put the earphones in. And away I go. You can also get apps that are trackers that track how far you walk or run. So you can track your fitness while you listen to your podcast or your audiobook. And really you can do everything on your phone. You can talk to people, listen to music, take videos, take selfies. You can use a map, play games. can learn English, you can watch movies, you can do everything. So what do you like to do? What's your favourite thing on your phone? Hopefully it's watching English videos. But that's some vocabulary around using your phone. And if you want more vocabulary, worksheets, videos, questions, go to the website and there'll be more there. Arigato. Matane.